supposed to, you know, I mastered in Wing Chun.
Footage for that.
That's enough. Just to let you know I can't go there when I want. So what happened was CB had Cold Black. CB had just got locked up. Too Short, Crusher, and Bougie, they stepped up. Bougie became the assistant of the governor. Bougie was Cold Black assistant governor. So when Cold Black got locked up, Bougie stepped up. So I war with these niggas on the RV Wells. They ran my guys off. TC and a couple other guys that was on my security when I was a reason. They ran them off. They walked up on us, and just out of nowhere, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I got a bag of money going to the car. I parked the car. I always parked the car a couple of blocks away from where the spot was at. They rolled up out of nowhere, and my guys seen them coming and ran. I did not run, and I let them guys know. With all due respect, I don't know who you is. Whatever I got coming, take care of your business, because a scared man is a dead man. And I don't talk that talk. I walk that walk. It ain't the dog with the loudest bark, but the dog with the coldest heart that gets the bone. Nigga, I'm out here taking care of organizational business. Who are you niggas? Whatever you gotta do, take care of your business. Because if you don't do me, I'ma do you, nigga. In real talk, I don't care what the situation pertains to. When I get you, nigga, if I cut your head off, if I decapitate you, when you die, I'm gonna be the loudest motherfucker at your funeral crying and kick your motherfucking coffin over, nigga. That's how I get down, real talk. But these niggas saw I wasn't scared, and they heard the extent of my vocabulary. There was no fear in what I was stipulating. So they seen what this indicated, and they withdrew and said, nigga, we respect you, you the man. They went and got Suge again. Suge, Cold Black was already locked up. Suge went and got Bougie and Too Short them. Bougie and Too Short them always knew who I was, but they did not know I was in the RV Wells. They was in Stateway, so they came with all their Cadillac crew. Who didn't know Cold Black boy pushed them caddies? They came about 14 cars deep, all Cadillacs. Boom Boom AD gave it embraces. When Cliff saw this, Bookie and Mookie boys, they're like, damn, he known like this? And then they're like, well, who worked you got AD? And I told Bougie, this cheap work, Young John gave it to me. Young John was the co-chairman then, before Shorty G got the spot. Shorty G was just still a gov then. So Young John had the city. Young John had the whole city. So they're like, okay, Bookie was like, well, you know, Bougie was like, well, this AD. We know that AD personally fuck with Vic. So we know that AD ain't giving us no erroneous information. If in fact somebody may feel that this could be a possibility, they implement an inquest to ascertain the facts. Once it's substantiated through those means, then we know AD that nigga. So the phone calls was made, whatever. And before you know it, it was confirmed. Yeah, AD got Young John work. Chief had heard about the noise I was making. He said he sent for me. Tell AD I say I want to holler at him. I got a phone call from his auntie's sister, Ivory Scott. Ivory Hoover Scott. She was a Hoover before she got married to Mr. Scott. Ivory Hoover Scott. She stayed on 118th and Lafayette, right on the BD turf, right across the street from where the BDs be at. So I went out there to see what she wanted. She said, yeah, the old man said, come see him. He want to holler at you. I drove out to Vienna. Larry Hoover made me a governor right then and there. Shorty G was still a governor then. So something happened before I know it. Young John was bumped to the side. Chief sent me, Vic, and Pops to go pick up Shorty G. We picked him up in the van. We met him on 79th at the White Castle down there by, I believe, Stony Island somewhere. And he got in the van. We all sat down and talked. The old man wanted all us to come out and see him at one time. So, you know, prepare for that visit, that trip. So maybe about a week later, we all went out there. Before I know it, we left, and then Shorty G went back out there. Then he came back with the words, I'm the man now. Chief said there ain't gonna be no more co-chairmans to run the street because Young John fucked the co-chairman title up. Then he was mad at Michael G. Michael G was the co-chairman before Young John. And he said he tired of these motherfuckers fucking up. Yeah, Michael G was the co-chairman before Young John. And Michael G had got locked up. Michael G had the Infinity, the one that used to mess with Stephanie. And Stephanie from Morgan Park at the Hunters. So he said, Michael G, when he got pulled over, he is a BM, like he is a co-chairman. They found some, Chief telling me this personally, because Chief loved me. He knew I was always articulate. I never did drugs, never smoked cigarettes. I don't even drink pop. So Chief knew I was always focused and in my right state of mind, ready for anything that might transpire, even the elements of surprise weren't going to overwhelm me because I was always prepared for that. So he go, yeah, AD, Michael G got called when he got pulled over. He is the man of the whole thing, and they found some bags in his pocket. I go, what you trying to say, Chief? That you think he might be using? Larry say, you tell me, AD, how does that sound to you? So anyway, Michael was already locked up. When Young John fucked up, he said, I ain't gonna let no more coach here, but Chief loved me. He talked to me, and if Ivory Hoover is still around, Miss Scott, she would confirm that Larry was crazy about me. I was that man. I used to go see Chief with his brothers. I was the only governor going to see him with his own personal family, and I was one of the only ones that used to go to his auntie house sister. She handled all his phone calls. So Michael G, after that, me and Larry conversed. Larry said, look, AD, you know, I'm not gonna let no more co-chairman fuck my name up, because I'm the chairman, and co-chairman doing things that they ain't supposed to be doing. I'm tired of that. So from now on, a board member gonna run the city, and that's when Shorty G came up, and it wasn't no looking back until the feds got Shorty G. Shorty G, Gaddafi, the nigga Jimmy D, that's my nigga for real. He's a killer for real. Me and Jimmy D went on some personal shit.
Pops, they say all that kicked off because of Pops. When Pops had Jello killed.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Now, when all this transpired,
federal informant,
I was already locked up when all this happened. So I can't get no information on it, because then I'll be misleading membership. Because I was confined when they said Pops did all that. When Shorty G was apprehended by the feds, I was already in custody. So anyway, Mike G was the first co-chairman, and then Young John, then no more co-chairman. Shorty G became the BM, like Chief said, and the BM was gonna run the city. Now, I want to say something to y'all that Larry said to me, and I want the whole organization, including Smokey, if he was Smokey in the feds. Yeah, Smokey know AD personally.
From the Greens.
Right, and Cabrini Greens. Larry Hoover told me, and I was the only one he said this to. He said, AD, when I went to see him personally, it was me, Shorty G, Vic was at the table, and Pop. They was all sitting at the table. When we all brought governors, went to see Chief, when we first stepped in the visiting room in Vienna, he greeted us all at one time, but we had to go sit at the table, and Larry only talked to one man at a time. When it came to business, he didn't talk to all the governors. He greeted us when we came in at one time. How you doing? Love you. We go sit down. If he had somebody there before us, he finished that visit, and when he concluded that visit with that person, whoever he nodded at is who he talked to one-on-one. But he did tell AD, he said, AD, me and them took a walk into the little window section. We were looking out the window when my car was parked there. He said, AD, I said, I want to tell you something, and you listen to me good. I said, I'm listening, Chief. He said, you know something? I go, what's that? He said, I got the name. And I'm saying to myself, I'm clairvoyant. I'm so swift with my ability to analyze things. My brain is like a computer. I'm like, what Chief on? But let's hit this out. Let him conclude before I jump to conclusion. He go, I got the name. You hear me? I go, yeah, Chief, I hear you. He said, did you hear what I just said, AD? I said, yeah. He said, I'm gonna say it again. I'm Larry Hoover, right? I go, yeah, Chief. Who don't know this? He said, listen to me, AD. I said, yes, sir. He said, I got the name, but you got the knowledge. I broke it down right then and I said, Chief, may I intrude? He said, I'm finished. Say what you got to say, D. I said, with all due respect, never would I ever allow myself to entertain the thought of taking over your organization, because I know what you mean when you say I got the name, but you got the knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is power. Chief knew I was cool with my knowledge and my ability. He said, you can take over this organization. But I told him, I said, I'm always going to be a subordinate to Larry Hoover. You, Chief, I said, even if you may be co-chairman, which ain't no more co-chairman, if you may be the next man to you, I can never try to take over your organization. He said, I'm not slightly worried about that, lady. I'm just telling you, did you hear what I just said? Now, if you think I'm lying, you implement an inquest to ascertain whether or not the information I'm extending is erroneous or substantive. What's substantive? That to which hell definitely exists. Chief told me this, get in touch with somebody in the feds right now, and Chief ain't got no reason to lie on me. Hell, my brain's knocked out, nigga, if I tell this lie. I don't lie, especially on the organization. I'm true to this, my man. I'm not new to this. So our history ain't no mystery. Larry told me this, but I told Larry, I go, Larry, never would I allow myself to even think about taking over the organization. That thought would never be entertained by me. I said, but you know what? I appreciate the compliment. I know what you're saying. He said, I'm just telling you, AD. So we had some more other conversations and things to that effect. But I told Larry, I said, you know something, Larry? I said, I love this organization, and you the man no matter what. I said, but one thing I can say with certainty, I said, I want you to know this because I feel it's imperative for me to extend this information. I say, even though you Larry Hoover, and I kill a brick and choke a stick over you, wherever you sit me, I don't care if it's Alaska and I got to walk. I don't catch frostbite going to take care of Larry's business. And I mean that right to this day as I speak. I said, but I want you to know something, Larry. I don't pray to you. He hugged me. He knew exactly what I was saying. You ain't God. You don't hear prayer. So I told him, I said, never would I allow myself to disassemble from this organization. I would never build another part of another membership because I ain't gonna play the 11.6 and 5. I said, plus I'm a gangster from the cradle to the grave. I said, but if I was compelled to disassemble, it would be for one reason, to serve God and God alone. I said, but I can serve God because, as I just told you, I don't pray to you. I'm a gangster though. I'm an answer to the head of the gangsters, but I love God. There it is on my neck. If you talk to Larry, or if somebody can get in touch with Larry, Larry will confirm that this was definitely the extent of our entire conversation when he said, I'm Larry, I got the name and you got the knowledge. The God thing and all that was mentioned, that was the conclusion of it. He hugged me and said, say no more, because I know you ain't God. I pray to God. And so that was the end of that subject, and then we started talking about some other organizational things which ain't necessary for y'all to know, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Straight like this, that. But then that's the history of where the Black Gangsta Disciples came from. So when this little shit, you understand what I'm saying? That I'm hearing that some nigga said I was a BD. Only thing I say, this how Larry told us how to get down. So again, I had heard during my time period of incarceration that somebody speculated. We know what speculation is, something that's said without proof. That I had turned into a BD. Nigga, that's a lie. And I wish I knew the nigga that said it, because I would knock his fucking teeth down his throat and then stab his eyes out with my fingers, nigga, real talk. So, you know, to make a long story short, I had heard this, but I didn't hear it in the institution. So I said that to say, we bring some real niggas know how to take care of organizational business. Larry told us that when we hear shit like that, we bring whoever said it, y'all, old boy said this, they come to a leader. Okay, the leader don't jump to conclusions. Okay, my man, I'm gonna look into that for you. And then what we hear from somebody else, everybody that was involved, we implement an inquest, an investigation is an inquest, and we bring these guys, we talk to them isolatedly without them even knowing we talk to these guys. And then we trick them one day to the yard if we're in the institution, but on the streets at a session. And we bring all of them to the table beyond their expectations, and we make them set each other out. That's how you do cancer. You bring cancer to, you cut cancer out at an early stage before it spread, because when it spread, that's when it becomes detrimental to your health and overwhelm you. So I'm here to tell y'all right now, I ain't never left this organization. And if in fact that was the truth, niggas in the penitentiary and in the county jail don't play no games. Do it look like I'm wearing false teeth? Do it like I got my face busted all up? Do it like my tattoos burnt off? When the GD get it with your ass, nigga, and you flip, all this got to come off, fam. All this got to come out. And check my record, nigga. I ain't never been to PC, nigga. I ain't never scared and I ain't never running. This AD in your face, nigga. I brought the mob to the suburbs of Chicago Heights and East Chicago Heights. You know what I'm saying? Before it was Fort Heights. And then I blew up in the organization and started taking over whole Wild Hundreds with Vic. And I went to I made a name for myself in the IDB Wells. Nigga, I was a gangster before a Black Gangsta Disciple. I was known for whooping niggas' ass when I was 12 years old when I first came in this town. And when I heard about the Black Gangsta Disciples, I immediately started dealing with my guy Shorty Swift, Bruiser, my nigga. He was the first one took me to the city, and Bruiser was the coldest stepper in the land, you dig what I'm saying? We were being that nigga used to get down on the stepping side. So he taught me how to step, took me to the city, blessed me on 63rd and College Road, me, Panoke. Before I brought Panoke into it, me, Panoke, used to go in the city with Shorty Swift. He was a cannon is a pickpocket. Shorty Swift was the coldest pickpocket in the land. Me, Shorty Swift, Panoke, and my guy Baby G from out there, may his soul rest in peace. Who don't know Baby G? And Steve Mack. It was on Steve Mack, and Dale Mack was only Max in 100 at that young age at that time. Bruiser was older than Shorty Swift. So that's how this all transpired with me becoming a Black Gangsta Disciple. If it weren't for Vic, if it weren't for Shorty Swift, Bruiser, I wouldn't have been a Black Gangsta Disciple. But I was a gangster before a Black Gangsta Disciple. So that's how real niggas get down. Chiefly, some niggas talking about just because they hit the title Gangsta Disciple, then now they wake up in the mirror, nigga, and cock their head to the right, nigga, I want to be a Gangsta Disciple. No, real Jesus right here, and that's how Larry deal with niggas. And that's how you get your function in the mob, just from being a natural G, because you're a man before you anything. That's all a real G is. A real man ain't running for no trouble, ain't looking for none, and ain't trying to dodge none. I ain't the problem, y'all. I'm the problem solver. That's why I'm right here giving it to you right now. My guy Mike G. You know what I'm saying? Mike Dreads, Mike. These niggas from the easy, nigga. Mike Dreads' daddy is Floyd, nigga. Floyd was the kingpin of this motherfucker. Y'all already know his history. It's in writing and it's on camera. It's in the records, my man. So this is his son, my nigga. And his son is a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk, man. A gangster. You hear me, nigga? Straight like that. So I'm here to let y'all know the Easy Greasy is still the coldest town that ever exists in the entire suburbs when it comes to us getting our dividends, nigga. We ain't playing no game. We capitalizing. Any nigga drive up and he ain't right, he gonna get the fucking smashed up. Yeah, true, real talk. Real talk in the Easy. Fake ass.